Okay, all set, Caden? We're down here getting set for the men's game with Caden Moore. Caden, as you guys coming off a victory in the game yesterday, that was a good victory to get. Quick turnaround. How do you guys deal with the turnaround time?
We just talk about it as a team, what we did wrong and what we can improve on, and then hopefully coming next game, it could be a better improvement, better effort.
So as you take a look at coming in here against the UMaine Fort Kent, a Division I team, how do you think they're going to stack up against you guys here? They're going to have to contend with both the inside and the outside game. Pound really had a good game yesterday inside, and you guys as well. So you're becoming an inside-outside force. So you guys are presenting some problems here for teams.
Yeah, this team is a tough team. We acknowledge that, and we feel that if we have what it takes to beat this team, we just need to execute perfectly and just play our roles, and we think we can win that.
Well, we're going to let you get back inside with the team here as you guys have a little pregame gathering here, and wishing you the very best of luck, Caden, here in this game here again tonight. Keep up the great play here for the Mustangs. Caden Moore. Thank you, Caden.
Yes, sir.
So we'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll have more pregame after this.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond.
CMCC provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to peak. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
Central Maine Community College, Your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Central Maine Community College. Jim Toomey, Rob Munzing. On the camera, Chris Needaway, Ashley Persong. It's men's action as the Mustangs will take on the Bengals of University of Maine, Fort Kent. These teams split last year. Fort Kent won 83-81. That was up in Fort Kent. Central Maine won the game down here 86-70. The Bengals coming off a win yesterday down in Southern Maine Community College. They scored 101 points against the Seawolves, who scored 73. As you pointed out yesterday, the University of Maine Division I team went down to Duke last week, and of course the feature was Cooper Flagg of Newport, Maine. And UMaine actually hung in there a little bit. They didn't embarrass themselves down at Duke. Duke did pull away. But the next game for University of Maine Orono was against Fort Kent at the Pit Memorial Gymnasium on the campus of University of Maine Orono. So that was quite, you pointed out yesterday, quite a contrast in opponents.
Oh, for sure, really.
So after that, they did go to South Portland yesterday. And we did find out Fort Kent came down Friday night, stayed in the greater Portland area, played Southern Maine yesterday, and are up here today to play Central Maine. They have about a 325-mile trip home to the crown of Maine, or whatever you want to call it. Fort Kent about 5 minutes away from the Canadian border, straight north.
I call it way up there.
Yeah. They love the basketball in Aroostook County. High school basketball is big. The Bengals, just like their women's team, who competed very well today before Central Maine had a tremendous second half, as Central Maine women won 92-77. They go to New York State next week, playing Bryant Stratton Albany on the 14th and Bryant Stratton Buffalo on the 16th. And while in the Buffalo area, also playing Villa Maria. So again, the Fort Kent Bengals will put all kinds of miles on as they will try to play anybody anywhere. They have that concept. Again, they're in Division I of the USCAA.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for today's men's basketball game between the UMaine Fort Kent Bengals and your Central Maine Mustangs. First, the starting lineup for the Bengals. Number 0, AJ Creech. Number 2, DJ Shower. Number 3, Jordan Guerrero. Number 10, Aiden Grady. And number 35, Katsuya Sasaki. Head coach, John Manderville. And now the starting lineup for your Mustangs. From Kingswood, Texas, number 31, Vaughn Jonas. From Naugatuck, Connecticut, number 13, Caden Moore. From Rockport, Maine, number 15, Will Duke. From Durham, Maine, number 32, TJ, don't call me, JT Pound. And lastly, from Turner, Maine, number 5, Wyatt Hathaway. Head coach of the Mustangs is Dave Gagne. He is assisted by Steve Carey, Corey Davis, and Jared Rubin.
All right, we expect another competitive game here, Rob Munzing. There's the Dropkick Murphys again in the background.
Well, it worked in the first game. Although the Bengals came out, drop-kicked the Mustangs to start the game. But what a comeback for the Mustangs. As you know, they haven't been playing teams quite as good, so it maybe takes a little bit of time to ramp up. And we'll see if that happens here in this game as well. Mustangs coming off a couple of wins in a row for them, so that's really good.
All right, Mustangs in the white uniforms going left to right. Steve English gave you the starting lineups. We have very few heights listed on the roster and only a few hometowns. And we researched ahead of time and also here today. So we wanted to know, for Kent fans, we don't have information on a lot of your players. Will Duke double teamed. JT Pound saves it from going out of bounds.
JT, our player of the game last night.
And traveling on Vaughn Jonas.
Well, I understand we had a little glitch with audio as we switched cameras in the last game. We've taken care of that in this game. You be our eyes and ears on Facebook. If any of that stuff happens, let us know, and we can go in and fix it.
Creech for 3. Bang. A.J. Creech. 3-0 Bengals. Fort Kent will pressure in the back court. And out of bounds, it will be Mustang ball. Caden Moore will inbound to Pound outside the Duke. Moore lost it. Loose ball picked up by Creech. Here go the Bengals, right to left. Guerrero from downtown, high off the rim, and skying for the rebound. Vaughn Jonas. Jonas directs a little traffic, being guided by Creech. Jonas comes up shooting. It doesn't go, but Vaughn Jonas, the freshman from Kingswood, Texas, will go to the line.
Yeah, it's Devon, but here in Mustang land, they call him Vaughn. That's what Coach told us. So
yes,
we always check on those things and
yep,
try to get it right.
Again, the stats have to be updated later on in the season. I beg your pardon, we'll be talking about stats, but again, there's still some glitches the way the first few games were put into the stats. Okay, 1 out of 2.
I wonder if they'll just eliminate stats for those games, and once there's a bigger number of games you can put in.
And again, what happened is 2 of the Canadian games, they didn't have either team missing a shot. So anyway, Creech drives, lays it up and in off the left hand.
Yeah, Creech doing the scoring so far. He's got all 5 points.
And it's going to be Fort Kent ball. So we have 2 foul shots by Vaughn Jonas at this point. Inbounding will be Katsua Sasaki. Creech thought about it, drives through traffic, foul, Mustangs. First foul, Caden Moore, first on the team. Inbounding Sasaki. Number 10, Aiden Grady. He's listed at 6'8". He's one of the few we have a height on. He's from Portland, Oregon. Outside, a three-pointer is off by Guerrero, but the Bengals get the offensive rebound and they draw the foul. First one is good by Sasaki. And 2 for 2 at the line for Sasaki. 7-2 Bengals out of the gate here, Rob. And look at the pressure defense. Everybody matched up. Will Duke sneaks away. E.J. Pemberton, 14 in the game. There's Moore, turns, faces the basket. Hathaway for three. Bang! We have the angle. We can see him arc it, and you almost know it's going in. It looked perfect. Leaving his hand, it looked even better, swishing down through the net.
Yeah, great release by Wyatt. He was on fire last night as well. Hit a bunker full of threes.
Grady drives high off the glass, no good. Nice defense, JT Pound, and he also got the board. Here's Duke into the front court. Whole bunch of subs coming in. Fort Kent. No good. There's a basket. Who was that?
I didn't see it, Jim.
All right, I'll do
We had 5 players standing right up in front of us here at our location.
Will Duke made the layup after getting offensive rebound. Here's a three-pointer. Bengals, no good. Missed by Jordan Guerrero. Duke has the ball. Pemberton. JT Pound stops, shoots, got it.
Good one, JT.
Catch and shoot, quick release by Pound from 6'5" freshman, Durham, Maine, Freeport High School product. Bengals coming out of the corner. Sasaki drives, and he was held along the baseline.
Here's JT on the replay. As Jim told you, that catch and little pop right there in the paint.
5 for 5 subbing for the Bengals. For the Mustangs checking in, 21, Isaac Irwin, 6'9" freshman from Brisbane, Australia. Caden Moore will take a break. And that's off the rim, no good. Trying to think, there's a couple of number changes, I think, on these subs that just went in.
Well, why wouldn't there be?
Anyway, there's a drive. Rocco Chang, weak side rebound, up and in. Double I, Isaac Irwin.
Well, Irwin was the recipient of almost a short pass by Rocco Chang. Chang was able to make the play, and there's an unforced turnover. Going to switch the camera. I want to make sure we get sound on all 3 cameras, so we'll go down to the baseline camera here down the other end very shortly, and I'll monitor it.
And that was, we got a message from President Libby that was watching, right? About the sound? That's what Caleb said. And coming up short was Irwin, but an excellent move. 2 shots coming up for Irwin. We always thought unofficially keep track of when players enter the game, how quickly they make a contribution. Isaac Irwin has contributed in very short order here.
Yes, he has. Yeah. Well, I've checked all the cameras. They're all working, so that's good. Sound to all of them. I think what happened is they unplugged one of the cameras to move it down here for the post-game interview, and when they did that, we lost the audio connection to it. So live and learn.
Ben Francis checking in for CM, 6'3" freshman, Oro, Maine, wearing number 20. Meanwhile, back at the line, Irvin makes the second of two. 12-7, Central Maine. So they're on a 10-0 run, right? With
Yes.
7-2.
Yeah, with 7-2. Mustangs settled it down.
Loose ball in the court, picked up by Barrow. Coming in and laying over the front rim is Obora.
Little offense by accident there for the Bengals, but they'll take it.
12-9, Chang with the basketball. Francis. Chang gives up his dribble, top of the key to Pound. Pemberton, that was a three-pointer. Irwin, no good. What a board by Pemberton. And then Irwin swoops in and lays it off glass. Wow. 14-9.
You got an alphabet. You got EJ to double I. Whoop. Oh.
Vucevic is 24. Maxim Vucevic. He's from Montenegro. Again, one of the few players we have a height and hometown on.
You're going to see EJ go up high. Pemberton, then on the look. Irwin up and in. Nicely done.
Irwin comes back to help. Now he looks for help. Got it to Chang. Chang leaves his feet, gets rid of the ball before landing. Chang on the far side, dumps it into Alex Brigitte, number 3 from Hollywood, Florida. Off balance shot, no good by Pemberton. Saved along the end line by Oboria. Three-pointer, Bengals, no good. Vucevic missed it. Bengals get it back. And going to go to the line will be Tarek Islamic.
Yeah, going to shoot 3 here. Rebound came out high. Fouled shooting a 3. We got 7 guys right down in front of us waiting to come in the game. Holy cow. Something. Three shots, so they'll do the change after the second shot of the 3. Which is something I didn't know until just now, Jim. Comes the line change. Speaking of line change, we'll have hockey coming up here. Mustangs taking on UNE. Greg Lynn on the call from Norway Savings Bank Arena. Caleb Lamb will be heading over there from the Mustang staff to manage that one.
And second foul shot by Islamic is good.
Yeah. Subbing for the shooter.
All right, Brigitte in the front court. Jonas with the basketball. Francis gives up his dribble, bounce pass into Brigitte. He fakes one way, he's going to go back the other way, did not get the roll. Climbing the ladder on the rebound, Aiden Grady. Bengals trying to tie a go-ahead on this possession. Off glass, no good by Creech. Loose ball, Grady gets it and lays it in. Aiden Grady all the way from Portland, Oregon.
He's a big boy banger inside.
Brigitte brings it across the timeline. Here's a drive by Jonas. He's shut off. Foul on UMaine Fort Kent. Hathaway in for Francis. Hathaway gets it in to Brigitte, defended by Grady. Chang goes around a screen. Chain to the hoop. No good. Offensive rebound, Caden Moore, and player control foul on Moore.
So Coach Gagne had to argue the point that he was in the circle. He was, but he was the primary defender, so he's allowed to be in there.
And once the official said that, Coach Gagne accepted that immediately, you know. Turnover, Bengals. Brigitte picked up by Grady. Brigitte brings it across. Jonas looking things over. He wants Chang to move to the other side. All of a sudden getting loose is Moore, and he took steps. Excellent defense again by Aiden Grady. Here comes Isaac Irwin back in the game, and Caden Moore will come to the bench. It's sort of a quiet crowd today, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Because it is a nice day out in the afternoon. And Guerrero loops it into Grady. Irwin playing defense. Grady goes. It doesn't stay down, but Grady will shoot two.
Of course, a holiday weekend, the long weekend with Veterans Day tomorrow. We thank all veterans for their service to our country.
Certainly do. I always occasionally give a shout out to grandparents because we find out they are listening. A lot of them in warmer climates than Maine.
Exactly.
Rob and I might be available between seasons to go down and visit with you if we had an invitation. Foul shots missed. We remain tied at 14.
Scoring's slowing down a little bit.
Yeah. Jonas in the front court being watched by Sasaki. Hathaway in front of the Bengals bench wants a screen, but the Bengals fight through it. Chang down there deep, a fall away. Chang, no good. He got the iron. Nothing easy in this game, just like yesterday.
Everything contested.
Slowing it down just a little bit was Guerrero. Gives it to Creech. Bounce past Grady. Tries to go baseline. Excellent defense by Brigitte. And now on the second putback, you're going to call a foul on Central Maine.
Yeah, Grady being persistent there.
That one defied gravity for a second, fell off. See JT Pound back in. He's in there along with Duke, Hathaway. And that one in and out by Grady. Brigitte remains in with Jonas.
We've been at 14-14 for
yes, I can check
a long
actually.
time.
Cutting is Hathaway, up and in.
Pretty
the
pass.
Assist.
Pretty back cut.
Alex Brigitte with the assist. And right back the other way, up and good for Jordan Guerrero. We're tied at 16.
We can't get the ball to the inbounder. Fellas, they're not going to find you unless you go to the X. That's why you won't get in. We're moving the kids up a little bit. It's like herding cattle. We need to make a point for the pregame officials meeting that they talk about that.
Yeah. Maybe we should have like footsteps leading to the X at midcourt. All right, we're tied at 16. The players are friendly about it when you remind them. There's a drive a little too heavy by Jonas, and we're going to go the other way. It's going to be a 1-and-1 to our left, isn't it?
And it's kind of squeezed in here, so there's no fault of the players. They just, once they're told, they know. But
this has gone on for 5-6 years, hasn't it? Here. Right at midcourt, there's an X on the floor. That's supposed to where you kneel down. And anyway, at the line, Obara rattles it in. He's trying to give the Bengals a 2-point lead, but doesn't go. Loose ball Offensive board by Bengals. CM had it, blink your eyes, and now Fort Kent has it. Shot no good by Nick Gravely, who's checked in, number 5. And loose in the lane, Will Duke has it. He lost it. Duke's got it back. Hathaway.
I think the ball's on fire.
Yeah.
Nobody can handle it.
I think Hathaway wanted to shoot from 35 feet, just be sure there wasn't a turnover. Baseline, Hathaway shut off. Excellent defense by Aslamanik. Here's an air ball in the shot. Here's Suleiman Barrow. And the big dunk. He's from Senegal. He could have jumped all the way to Senegal if the height was turned into distance.
Yeah, it really cleared out for him. He's able to put down a two-hander.
1916, Fort Kent. Duke looks over his shoulder. Dave Gagne was giving a message. Pound down in the corner, Hathaway for 3. Bang! Score the basket. +1.
Here it is. The good quick pass by Pound. Hathaway set up in the corner with the launch. He got a little bumpy bump and down he went. Didn't he have one of these last night? A 4-point. Somebody did. Somebody did last night.
Well, for sure, he's got one today.
That's a for sure.
20-19, Central Maine with just about 9 minutes remaining, first half. There's a drive by Gravely. Pound went over, played some defense, and they said it's off Pound.
Yeah, went off. Pound out of bounds. Not a lot of room for him to get it back.
Ball comes into Barrow. Loose ball. Bengals retain possession. And there's a steal. E.J. Pemberton anticipated that pass and just grabbed it out of midair.
Yeah, looked like it was to him.
Exactly. Pemberton from Methuen, Mass. Will Duke, baseline to Irwin. Irwin holds it high above his head. Cutting through there is Pound, up and in. J.T. Pound. I like the way Isaac Irvin's playing today.
Oh, a beautiful feed to Pound, and Pound looked like one of those big tow trucks.
Down the lane, up, no good, but a tip-in, I think, by Solomon Barrow. Very athletic player. And let's see. Stepped on the end line, the Mustangs do, right by their own bench area.
Yeah, we'll take a look at the finish here. Pound coming down on the cut. Watch him, goes out high, and now he comes. Timed perfectly. Pound made a good play there because that ball was down by his shins. He went down with the left hand, as you saw in the replay, and got it. Sometimes we see more in the replays and are more amazed at the play.
They go underneath to Barrow. Looks over his shoulder, kicks it to the other side for a 3. Bang! Maxim Vucevic. He's from Montenegro. 24-22, UMaine Fort Kent. And there's a tagging foul on Vucevic. Caden Moore returning, replacing Isaac Irwin. Moore gives it to Pemberton. Pemberton backs out a little bit. Will Duke looking things over. Pound comes out down in the corner to Pemberton. 10 to shoot, Mustangs. There's a long three-pointer. Bang! E.J. Pemberton showing his range. 25-24, Central Maine. Three-pointer, bang! As the Bengals answer. Tariq Islamic. Will Duke catches it in traffic, goes to the left hand and lays it in. Nice move by Will Duke. Down the other end very quickly, Bengals. Hathaway almost stole it.
Here's a replay on that last basket. Nice long pass. That was a tough receive for Duke. Steps through nicely, lays it up with the left hand on the right side and rolls it home.
He was very methodical about that.
He was. Took his time and got it home.
Tied at 27. There's a three-pointer. Bang! Jordan Guerrero.
Well, they're not bashful, are they, about shooting the threes, Jim?
Over midcourt is Pemberton being harassed, looking for help, finds Chang. Right in front of us, JT Pound. Chang returns the ball to Pound, who likewise returns it to Chang. Chang trying to go around, but shut off by the defense of Sasaki. They dump it inside. And there's Caden Moore with a power left-handed layup. When I say layup, it was more than a layup in a sense. He had to make a move to get loose.
It was a power move, we'll show you.
Jordan Guerrero, another three. Bengals by 4, 5:35 to go. Bailey got in the 5 seconds. Chang. Pemberton out to Pound. They swing it over to the far side. Bring it back out front. 10 to shoot. Here comes Chang down the lane, off balance. The shot does not stay down. Who wants the rebound? Nice hustle, E.J. Pemberton. And he goes to the hoop, and he got it to go.
E.J. acrobatic.
His effort was rewarded. Wow. And the other way, Grady leaves it short. Mustangs trying to tie or go ahead on this possession. Pemberton. Chang. Hathaway took the pass from Pound. Hathaway across the lane. He's in traffic. Knocked out of there by the Bengals defenders. Here comes Creech. Across the lane, Grady juggles it. Grady goes up and scores. Aiden Grady. He had a couple hang off the rim. He was really going to finish that one somehow, some way for a 4-point Fort Kent lead. Pemberton brings it across. Here's Moore, and they're going to call traveling.
We'll take a look at that. Pemberton finish here. You talked about it. Through traffic. Acrobatic up and gets a roll and drops it home. What a finish.
Creech will bring it up. Grady sets the screen. Creech backs out near midcourt. Creech still has it. Power layup, no good. Hustle rebound by DJ Shower, number 2. And it will remain Fort Kent ball. Shot no good by Grady. Rebound Riley Bowen, I beg your pardon. Riley Bowen, the freshman from Melbourne. Bowen looking things over, goes back outside to Chang, rotates the far side to Ben Francis, who's back in. Chang on the drive, shut off. Still 9 on the shot clock. Pound down in the corner. They got to shoot and play a control foul by Caden Moore. Alex Brigitte coming in. Moore will take a break.
3 fouls on Moore.
That's not good news.
Yeah, he's going to go for the rest of the time.
Guerrero forces his way in. Grady offensive rebound up and in. Aiden Grady making his presence felt the last couple of possessions. Out to a 6-point lead. And they loop it in, stolen away. Here's a 3-pointer. Bengals, no good by Shower. Grabbed off the floor by Chang. Fort Kent gets back quickly. Bounce pass inside to the baseline area. Brigitte turns, shoots out of bounds. But a call, I guess, a whistle. I didn't even hear a whistle.
No, I didn't either. I was congratulating the guys for going to the X to check in, and we appreciate the players' help with that.
Alex Brigitte at the foul line from Hollywood, Florida, listed at 6'7", freshman. Nothing but net. One more for Brigitte. That one, no good. Rebound up and no good by Bowen.
Bowen almost made a miraculous play.
Yes. Three-pointer Fort Kent, in and out by Islamic.
Mustangs need a basket on this possession.
Bowen looking things over, goes out to Francis. Pound gets it down to Chang. Excellent defense by Fort Kent. Bowen kicks it to the corner. Three-pointer by Pound. High arcing shot is short, hit the side rim. And what's the call? Foul, I guess.
Foul in the rebounding action, Jim.
Isaac Irwin replaces Pound for the Mustangs.
They'll be shooting.
One and one.
Yeah.
Is right. There's 9 fouls on the Mustangs, so if they foul, it's going to be 2 shots for the Bengals. Brigitte back at the line. He'll get the bonus. Vaughn Jonas coming back in the game from Kingswood, Texas. One more for Brigitte with 1:50 remaining, first half. And swish. 37-34. Fort Kent has the lead in the basketball. There's a long three-pointer, rattles off for Guerrero. Rebound, Jonas. He's being watched closely by Islamic. Chang cuts. Chang in the paint. And I think Chang is going to shoot 1 and 1.
Yeah, got fouled as soon as he collected the pass. Good foul because he's going to go in contested there and lay it up and in. So those of you wondering about the hockey game, it looks like there's going to be a delay in the start of that game. What's new with hockey, right? They just started a Mites game over there, according to Chris Wheeler. So try to get more information on that at the half and find out what's going on, what time that game will start.
That's true all over, right?
Yeah.
Because they're booked.
Right.
With all kinds of levels of hockey.
Yeah, when I came through here to set, get things set for this game, that parking lot was over there, was full. So full day of games over there at Norway Savings Bank Arena.
1 out of 2 for Rocco Chang. 1:20 remaining first half. Bengals a 2-point lead. Very athletic team. Looking for help, Islamic. Grady gives it to Vucevic. Barrow fakes, shut off. Excellent interior defense, Mustangs. Down the lane, they drop it off underneath, and Grady scores with 3 on the shot clock.
Oh, that was a good finish by Grady. Tough one in traffic.
He's come on strong because he had 2 or 3 of those plays from close in that he missed. But he's kept his composure, and I believe he's hit his last 3.
He's a big-time throwback player, big, tough, physical inside guy.
He's 4 out of 8 overall. Chang, change the pace dribble, gets him into the front court. And a bumping foul. It's going to be 2 shots.
He's shooting 2 here, won't he?
Yes.
Yeah, 2.
There was a high school game once where they kept putting the team fouls on the board after they were shooting 2. And the officials didn't like it because all of a sudden it was like showing 15 to about 5, you know,
Yeah.
when you compared the teams.
Yeah.
Nice touch by Rocco Chang.
Rocco with the 2-bagger.
All right, we got about a 7-second difference between the game and shot clock. Fort Kent leading by 2. In front of the bench, that's Gravely. They swing it to the far side. Down the lane, excellent interior defense, 3-pointer from the outside. Gravely overshot. Barrow got the rebound, and I think Suleiman Barrow is going to shoot 2.
Yeah. Mustangs almost had a good defensive stand there, would have been able to go down for the tie at the half, but as they have done, the Bengals bounding inside.
White Hathaway going to check in for a potential 3-point shot, I'm sure.
Yeah, last second shot probably, Wyatt.
High off the rim.
Going to take out one of the bigs.
Riley Bone comes out. One more for
Yep. Riley's starting to
Barrow.
earn some more playing time,
yes,
Jim.
yes. And that also is no good. Loose ball rebound picked up by Brigitte. Still 9 seconds. Jonas throws it away. And there's a block by Jonas, and then a rebound up and in by Barrow.
Tough luck there for the Mustangs.
All kinds of credit for Jonas because he came back after losing the ball and made a defensive play. And just
Sure
the
did.
Mustangs did not get the bounce. All right, we're going to halftime. The score in this men's matchup, non-conference. University of Maine, Fort Kent, 41. Central Maine Community College, 37. Come back and join us in a few minutes on Munzing Media Sports.
Since 1964, the mission of Central Maine Community College has been to serve the surrounding communities with an enriched and inclusive learning environment. The college takes pride in transforming students into employees through lifelong learning opportunities that expand career aspirations and improve current workplace skills. While the most evident changes have been made to the physical layout of the college, the real magic happens within the learning. Engaging in classroom conversations, collaborating in immersive hands-on projects in labs, and sharing through teamwork in academics and extracurricular activities provides students with opportunities to think critically, solve real-world problems, and become lifelong learners. At CMCC, students are surrounded by peers all working towards the same goal, with expert faculty who seek out innovative ways to make classes more than just a lecture, and staff who make student success their priority. Students are empowered to forge their own path towards graduation and beyond. Please join us in celebrating the 60th anniversary of Central Maine Community College and be part of our continued journey of growth and innovation.
For years, you've worked hard, saved wisely, and dreamed of this moment. Retirement is one of life's biggest decisions. You don't have to navigate it alone. With Gosline Retirement Planning by your side, you can retire with confidence. We're a team of fiduciaries who specialize in the transition from work life to retirement life, and we're here to help. We at GRP are committed to building a plan that lets you live and give better than you thought possible.
Provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody. athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good. Like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like the USCA.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
USCA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Central Maine Community College, your future is our priority.
I'm going to be a preschool teacher.
An HVAC technician.
Pediatric nurse.
Whether your college journey is starting here,
I'm going to be an architect.
Physical therapist.
I'm gonna be a lawyer.
or we're a stop along the way.
I'm gonna be a doctor.
A machinist.
Honestly, not 100% sure yet.
With over 40 programs,
I'm gonna be a graphic designer.
An athletic trainer.
there is something for everyone.
CMCC.
Your future starts here.
Welcome back to Central Maine Community College. We're at the half of the men's game. Central Maine women won the first game over Fort Kent. Stats very close in this men's game. Fort Kent leading 41-37. From the floor, Mustangs shooting 41%. Fort Kent 42%. From three-point country, Mustangs 3 out of 6. Fort Kent 5 out of 14. Foul shooting 10 out of 13. CM 6 out of 13. Fort Kent. Turnovers pretty even, 7 for Central Maine, 6 for Fort Kent. Rebounds also very even, 18-17 advantage for Central Maine. Individually for the Bengals, Jordan Guerrero with 8 points. Also Aiden Grady, 8 points. Tariq Aslamic, 6 points. 5 points for AJ Creech. Maxim Vucevic with 5. Suleiman Barrow has 4 points and 5 rebounds. Kenny Obiera, 3 points. Katsuya Sasaki had 2 points. For the Central Maine Mustangs, Wyatt Hathaway leads the way with 9. 7 points for E.J. Pemberton. 4 points for Will Duke. J.T. Pound, 4 points. Off the bench, Alex Brigitte with 3. Isaac Irwin with 3, and also Rocco Chang with 3. Caden Moore, 2 points. Vaughn Jonas with 2. Also seeing action, Ben Francis, Riley Bowen. And trying to find Isaac Irwin in the stat. Isaac Irwin did have the 3 points. Let's see, leading rebounders, Chang with 3, Jonas with 3, Duke with 3, and Pemberton with 3. So the rebounds pretty even for the Mustangs. Fort Kent has already come out. Mustangs remain in the locker room. As we said, this coming week, It's going to be single games on Tuesday and Thursday. The men, they'll be here on Tuesday. It'll be a 6 o'clock start. Great Bay will be here on Tuesday, coming up from Portsmouth, New Hampshire area. And on Thursday, New Hampshire Tech from Concord, they'll be here. So no women's games, and as we said earlier, the women are going to have quite a break. And then when they return to action, they're going to go to New York, Albany and Buffalo area before returning to this court early December. That's how fast things are going. So we look for this competitive action to continue. As the buzzer about ready to go off, Jim Toomey along with executive producer Rob Munzing, Chris Needaway on the camera, the floor camera Ashley Persong. Actually, the only difference in the stats really that gives the margin is that Fort Kent has made 2 more threes. Shooting percentage is about even, rebounding about even, turnovers about even, but the Bengals have made 5 threes and the Mustangs 3.
I changed it to, they thought maybe 5 o'clock warm-up, 5:15.
Players now called to the sideline. Rob Munzing is back. He was gone during the halftime.
Yeah, doing some other chores for our broadcast over at hockey tonight. As the schedule has got backed up over there, it doesn't look like they'll have a 4:25 start time. It'll be closer to 5 o'clock, so we had to make adjustments on our stream going out at that time. So thank you to Chris for coming down and working with Jim during halftime as I handle those chores. Always juggling.
I've seen those hockey schedules before. You know, if they decide whatever it is, like 75 minutes, it's almost, things have to go like perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, you have that domino effect. If the first game is late by 7 minutes,
right,
and then the second one, you know, they're by 10 minutes, and then you
get an overtime game or something like that. Those things off. So,
well, anyway, so tune into hockey later. Right now, men's basketball action with the Bengals with the first possession of this second half. 3-pointer out of the corner, bang. A.J. Creech, that's how he started the game, didn't he?
Yes, exactly. Got the first 5 points of the game.
Here's a pass by Hathaway, and excellent defense taken away from Caden Moore. Bengals right into the front court. Here's Creech. Will Duke going over to play defense. Now they go back out top. 3-pointer no good by Sasaki, and a rebounding foul on the Bengals. Not very popular on the Fort Kent bench. Grady talking to JT Pound.
Yeah, Grady made some room for himself. He
was
like a front end loader there. Those two guys. It's like being in the gravel pit.
Jonas hands off to Moore. Moore starts a drive down the lane, creates up and in. Caden Moore.
That's the word, Jim. Creates. Caden gets up in the air and says, okay, now what am I going to do? Usually he's got a solution.
He's probably got 5 options in his mind. Grady guarded by Pound. Grady backs in, kicks it back outside. Creech takes the 3. Back rim. Sasaki got the rebound. Nice job by Katsuya Sasaki. 3-pointer no good by Guerrero. Another offensive rebound. Sasaki has it blocked. Pound and Jonas were there. Here comes Will Duke. Bounce pass in to Moore. He lays it up and in as Guerrero hit the deck.
Guerrero trying to buy one there. He didn't have the right currency.
44-41, Fort Kent by 3. Guerrero swings it to Shower. Shower spins. Got to go back outside with it. Grady for 3. Bang!
Oh, the big man hitting outside.
Aiden Grady showing his range. 47-41, Fort Kent. Little contact at midcourt, we play on. And a finger roll up and in by Guerrero. 49-41.
Good second half side here for the Bengals. They'll come out clawing.
Jonas walks it across midcourt. Fort Kent bench is alive. Duke dribbles the top of the arc, comes up shooting, around and off. All kinds of action underneath.
Yeah, they're going to get pound. On the rebounding action. I think we got a Caden Moore, don't we, finish here? That we haven't shown you yet. Watch him power in here. Spins. Somehow goes up and lays it home. They were trying to get the call. Didn't work.
Shower out top to Guerrero. Grady comes out, sets the screen. And there's a block by Caden Moore. It's off of Mustang, so it will be Fort Kent ball. Bengals swing it around to Creech. Three-pointer. Off, no good by Guerrero, but another offensive board for the Bengals. Sasaki in there, two defenders. Did the job, interior defense Mustangs. Jonas to Duke in front of his own bench. Hathaway jumps it over. Jonas gonna tee one up. Bang! Vaughn Jonas styles long distance.
Mustangs needed that one. Jonas with a good one.
Into Grady, juggles. Excellent defense pound. Loose ball picked up by Duke. Duke down the lane, caught in the paint, and tries to create, and he's going to go to the line.
Taking a look at that last one here. Jonas says, all right, not going to cover me. One says, I'm going to ring one home.
Will Duke for two shots. Soft touch goes down.
Well, Mustangs found themselves in a similar situation at the start of the game, just like they have at the start of the second half there. And Bengals raced out. Mustangs caught them.
Mass substitutions for the Bengals. John Mandeville, the head coach of Fort Kent, 2 for 2 for Duke. There was nothing on his bio when you clicked on the site because, you know, we like to share where the past experience was and so forth. But he's very calm on the bench and getting players in and out. Pretty positive. Bengals ball off the underside of the rim by Islamic. Here's Rocco Chang. Will Duke thought about it. Gonna skip it to the far side. No good by Pemberton. Here come the Bengals. Nick Gravely gave the ball up. Gravely got it back. Barrow to Vucevic. Grady spins. Grady double team. And Grady spins back the other way and lays it in.
Yeah, Grady not to be denied on that possession.
Very patient move by Aiden Gravy. 5-point Bengals lead. Hathaway slows it down, directs a little traffic. Duke swings it near side to Chang. Duke got it back. Hathaway has it. Hathaway stops, shut off. Three-pointer. Bang! Isaac Irwin, the 6'9" freshman, showing his range. Cuts it to 2. A tug of war underneath. They're going to call it on Irwin.
Here's Irwin's 3. Well, again, no closeout. This is like a pre-game shot.
As you say, Rob, used this. It was a taffy pull underneath between Grady and Irwin, and they called it on Irwin. Three-pointer rattles off for Islamic. In the front court, Hathaway. Chang in front of the bench. That's Duke. Fall away shot, no good by Chang. Here come the Bengals on the run. They drop it off and a big stuff. Again, that man, Solomon Barrow. I think the assist was to Gravely, I believe. 53-49, Fort Kent. On the drive, Pemberton is short, and Barrow saves it along the end line. Over midcourt is Lomek. Here's a three-pointer out of the corner, rattles off for Vucevic. Here go the Mustangs. Hathaway stops, shoots, does not get it. Long shot, gave a long rebound, and went right to Nick Gravely. Here's another three-pointer, Bengals. This is also no good. That was missed by Vucevic again, and we have a call on that far side. Foul on Pemberton, his second. It'll be an inbounds play from the end line for the Bengals. Looped into Barrow. Vucevic stops, shoots, swish. Quick release by Maxim Vucevic for a 6-point Fort Kent lead. 13:25 to go, second half. Ben Francis in the game, gives it to Duke. Duke looks over to the bench area. Pemberton looking for Pound, but Pound's defended pretty well underneath. Francis to Pound comes out. A block by Barrow. Somehow Will Duke got the rebound and a scoop shot by Duke. A creative play by the freshman from Rockport, Maine.
Yeah, we'll cue that one up.
55-51 for Kent. Barrow from downtown, no good. Rebound Duke. Pemberton quickly in the front court. Gives it back to Duke for three. That one got the rim, rebound Barrow. Three-pointer, bang, out of the corner. Jordan Guerrero from long distance. They get a timeout on the court. 58-51.
Well, Mustangs
lead.
Mustangs had it down within 2 with the ball, and Bengals have bounced back here, lead by 7. I think we got a Will Duke, that very acrobatic finish he had. Going to see it right here.
He took that long step and extended left-handed underhand.
Just kind of floated through the air. Nice finish by the freshman.
He got it off the backboard right at the square. I mean, perfectly. Sometimes you have to tell a player or something, you know what that square is? It's for a purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we know we've repeated it a few times. We're changing the schedule next week. Just men's games on Tuesday and Thursday, and both start times at 6 o'clock.
That is correct.
So that's the tune-in information that you'll need. Congratulations to the Mustang women. They had a come-from-behind win over the Bengals in Game 1 this afternoon. That was a really well-played game by two really good teams. As we said, the Mustangs getting just what they needed, a really tough opponent here, as they're going to go on a break for a while. So they really needed to finish with a tough opponent, Jim, and get that win against a tough opponent. Then you go feeling pretty good. So when coaches really pushing the buttons at practice and really getting you keyed up to go, you'll know that it's worth it.
Yeah, you never want to go into an extended break on a loss.
Right, exactly, because it just lingers. I still remember the one we lost back in '98.
You know, you always want to win your last game. You hope it's a playoff or champion, but you always want to win the last game of a season.
Yeah, I didn't. Back-to-back years, state championship games.
They drop it into Pound. And stolen away, the quick hands of A.J. Creech.
Creech is quick.
Creech, change of pace dribble. Grady comes out, three-pointer Bengals. Bang, Jordan Guerrero.
Guerrero heating up.
10-point Bengals lead.
Mustangs got to settle down. Don't forget they lost Moore with the 3 fouls at the end of the first half, so he's been sitting the start of this second half. He's going to come back in now carrying 3.
Yeah, Coach Gagne doesn't want to wait too long. Chang down there deep, a little too heavy, up and no, good by Brigitte. As Mustangs missed 2 shots in close. Pound bats it away, but Grady got it back. 3-pointer Guerrero got the rim, and the rebound by Jonas, or rather by Pemberton, fouled by DJ Shower.
So a couple of substitutions coming in and Hathaway coming back in, and we've seen Wyatt before. You know, he can hit back-to-back threes, and next thing you know, it's a 10-point lead down to a 4-point lead very quickly. So we'll see what the offense is going to be.
Here comes Jonas. And what do they call? Illegal screen on somebody? I think it was.
Yeah, on Pound, illegal screen.
Yeah. Will Duke back in after a brief break.
Well, dangerous juncture of this game. Almost halfway through the half, a 10-point lead. Mustangs want to chip away at this, and the Bengals, of course, they'd like to go to 15.
Creech gonna take the 3.
Oh.
Bang. A.J. Creech from long distance up to a 13-point Bengals lead.
Yeah, just an individual effort there by Creech. No offense going on. Everybody's stagnant. He knocked it down for 3.
Hathaway tries to pass across the lane off a foot. Will remain Central Maine ball.
UMaine Fort Kent, as we said, a USCAA Division I team.
And again, they put on the mileage.
Yeah, and they bring kids in from some mileage too.
And a power move, no good by Moore. Mustangs have missed quite a few close proximity. There's a finger roll, underhanded style by A.J. Creech.
Yeah, that's a great play by Creech. We'll show you that one. Very athletic.
All of a sudden, it's up to 15. Jonas will bring it up, being watched by Shower. And lost out. Bengals ball. Grady back in, replacing Guerrero. Chang in for Jonas.
Yeah, Creech just finished there. A little spinorama move down the paint.
Creech feeling it, drives and lays it in, left-handed. And going to be a timeout, Central Maine.
Yeah, no answer for Creech here in the second half. He came out gunning like he did to start the game. Came out gunning.
Beg your pardon. 9:42 remaining second half, 68-51. UMaine Fort Kent.
Mustang men back in action. They'll be back in action here at Kirk Hall as this extended homestand continues for them. No women's game, as we said. We keep repeating that because we know what's going to happen Tuesday, Thursday. And, you know, people, you know, they might miss this game here and go to tune in because what's on the original schedule, as Jim and I do, you go to the original schedule, start of the year, you pencil everything in so you know when the games are and all that. I learned my lesson a long time ago, always checking. And Dave is great. Dave Gagne is great. Every week he sends out a list of when the games are, if there's many changes, and sends it to officials, broadcasters, everybody in charge, all the folks at the table. And so Jim and I get that, so we know if there's been any changes. But we know you're not getting all that information. That's why we're happy to pass along to you.
A lot of things happen early in the season. As I say, you have an original schedule, and there's almost an original schedule.
Right.
Because I think, like the women had a game listed, I think, on the first printout for Thomas.
Yes.
And then it just disappeared for whatever reason.
Well, probably, you know,
Yeah.
Thomas said, hey, we're not quite ready yet. I know Thomas is having their, what they call their kickoff weekend this weekend up there at the college. Thomas plays in the NAC.
There goes Wyatt Hathaway, and a big dunk, another touchdown pass for the former high school quarterback.
So often, Coach Gagne bring the kids in, script it up, and they executed right there.
That was Caden Moore, the recipient. He knew what to do with it for sure.
Caden Moore, big, great wide receiver.
Oh, yes. There's a rebound for Chang, skied.
And a play like that can jumpstart you, Jim.
Again, Coach Gagne, always a positive play coming off his timeout. Duke deep into the paint, shut off. There's a jump shot, swish. Caden Moore.
Yeah, we said that they had missed Caden to start the second half. You see why. Very gifted, talented player, well-spoken young man. Been on the air with us a couple of times. Team, team, team. That's all he talks.
Vucevic being guarded by Chang. Barrow comes out. Grady coming out of the corner, laying it off glass. Tough angle, but he made it work. Nick Gravely.
Yeah, Gravely came from nowhere.
Here goes Moore. JT Pound for three.
Ooh.
Bang!
When your big man can do that, you got a player.
Yeah, loosens things up. Lead down to 12. Still 8:15 to go in the second half. Here's a three-pointer. This time no good by Vucevic.
Good check out, Pound.
Here comes Hathaway. Duke for three. Little too long. Mustangs banging the boards. They come up with it. Hathaway tees one up. That one's long. Goes back to Duke. That's off the rim. And the rebound, Barrow.
Yeah, Barrow came streaming in there like a jetliner.
And there's a drive up and in for Maxim Vucevic. I mean, on the Mustangs end, all kinds of great effort. Never gave up, but in the end, they didn't score. Here's a steal by the Bengals. Three-pointer from the corner, bang.
Points off turnovers, Jim.
Yes. And thrown away again by Central Maine. Coach Gagne may be calling more timeouts. Up to 17. And a technical foul called against Fort Kent in the backcourt.
Well, we'll try to listen. Maybe we'll. Well.
Wyatt Hathaway on the technical. We still don't quite know what happened. They called the technical on Tarek Islamic. I don't know why they don't get the ball. Why the Mustangs don't get it after a technical. Sneaking away underneath was Gravely, but JT Pound had other ideas as he made the steal. Duke behind his back. Chang in front of the Mustang bench, going to dribble out top of the arc. Pound faces the basket. Pound's going to shoot. A little too long on that one. Here comes Gravely. Three-pointer. Bang. Jordan Guerrero. 6'4" junior from Miami. Again, one of the few players we have a hometown on. 18-point lead for the Fort Kent Bengals. Chang goes through and lays it in. All of a sudden, a huge opening.
Yeah, Rocco escaped.
You look, you almost like couldn't believe it for a second.
It's like the Red Sea parted there for
Yes.
Rocco. He took advantage of it, knocked it home. They'll need some more of those coming up. Congratulations to the Mustang women. Big win today over UMaine Fort Kent, the first game.
Yeah, tremendous second half.
We got a little Mustang magic going on down there in the court. Chris giving you a look at it down the corner. The Mustang doing his best imitation of John Travolta.
Yeah, the women won 92-77. They outscored Fort Kent in the second half, 54-32.
Wow.
With a whole bunch of players having highlights during that game. Because Zoe Bedford, our player of the game, had 6 threes in the first half. And we agreed, it was a quite easy thing to agree on. Without Zoe being hot in the first half, the game might have got away.
Yeah.
And then the second half, a whole bunch of teammates got involved with some positive plays.
Yeah, we could have had a play of the game in the first half and like 3 different ones in the second half. Great team win.
3-pointer by Vucevic. As this game is now up to 19 point. Loose ball picked up by Chang. Chang being double teamed, is stolen away. A blind side steal for Nick Gravely. And Hathaway with some nice defense. .5:37 remaining on the clock.
Yep. Barrow trying to plead his case there, but usually when you put a hand on the back of a guy that's dribbling away from you and you push him, they call a foul on you. And that's exactly what happened. I don't think he really meant to do that. He was kind of losing his balance a little bit. I think he was trying to keep his balance here, put his hand out right in the back of Hathaway.
Duke backs off a little bit. Mustang spread the floor. Chang, left-handed dribble, switches to the right, tries to find Pound. Hathaway for 3, overshoots, went right into the hands of Aslamak. 3-pointer, bang! Maxim Vucevic.
Can't miss.
84-62. Big second half, to say the least, for the UMaine Fort Kent Bengals.
Well, kind of similar to what happened in the women's game, reverse the roles, Jim, right?
Yes. It was only a 4-point lead for the Bengals at the half.
Yeah.
This is a non-shooting situation. James Pearson checking in for the first time for Central Maine.
James had some good minutes up at UMA the other night.
6-foot freshman from South Colan, Australia. 3-pointer, JT Pound again showing his range. Under 5 minutes to go, Bengals by 20, or actually 19.
Yeah, JT's got himself a, he's tall, but he's got a good ceiling on his ability level next few years.
That one's a deep 3 missed by Vucevic. The rebound up and in.
Those long threes oftentimes result in long rebounds.
Okay, that was put in on the putback by Islamak. Only 4 fouls on the Mustangs this half, 7 on the Bengals. Fort Kent has made 14 threes, in case anybody's wondering.
Yeah, they've shot lights out, haven't they, Jim?
And 7 for the Mustangs. Guess what? 7 difference. 7 times 3 is 21, right?
Yes. So
basically, that's the margin.
I'll have to get my calculator out. I no longer do math. The old times tables. Those of you our age, remember you have to memorize the timetables.
2 foul shots by Wyatt Hathaway. Here's another 3-pointer. This one is no good. But I'm saying with all the factors, all the stats, he said, where's the 20 or 21 point difference coming from?
There it is.
And it was 14 versus 7 on the threes. Not that simple, but you get my point. This time of the weekend, Rob will agree with everything I say, just if it's the easy way.
I still got to go to hockey.
Okay, I'm sorry. Don't be in the penalty box. JT Pound, no good on the 3. Stolen away, up and in. Nicely done, E.J. Pemberton.
EJ with a nice spin around.
Right in front of us, Jordan Guerrero. Down in the corner, Obora back in the game.
Well, Mustangs will need sharp memories, Jim, as they're right back at it Tuesday in the all-important YSCC games.
Yes.
Don't forget that,
Yeah.
and certainly that point will be driven home how important the games is. You can't dwell on something that you can't go back and fix, and you need to look forward and learn from some things, and this will help Coach evaluate his rotation and see what he's going to do for the coming week. 2 big games.
Yeah, he's only played 1 conference game.
Right.
3-pointer from the deep corner, no good by Schauer.
Of course, you want to win every single game you ever play, but nonetheless, the YSCC matchups are so important to playoff seedings, and you want trying to get a home game in that quarterfinal or maybe a bye or whatever.
Steal by Pemberton. Pemberton drops it over the front rim.
Just a little dropsy.
Pemberton guarding Creech. Grady sets a screen. Grady took the return pass. Across the lane. Now they go inside. 8 to shoot. Bengals 3-pointer off the rim, no good by Obara. Tracked down by Grady. Outside Sasaki directing a little traffic. Three-pointer, bang. Kenye Obora. Pearson with the ball to Duke. Pearson brings it across. Pound works out of the corner. He tried to go inside of the bounce pass to Isaac Irwin. And coming in is Barrow replacing Aiden Grady. Into Pound, off glass. Entry pass by Pemberton. J.T. Pound had that perfect angle, didn't he?
He did. He's got a good feel around the basket, that's for sure. And we've seen him hit the outside shots today.
89-73, Creech through traffic. Sasaki for 3, short. Rebound Creech, up and in, A.J. Creech, +1. Well, the 325-mile trip back to Fort Kent, at least for the men's team, will seem maybe a little shorter than that.
Yeah, women coming off a split this weekend.
Yeah.
Beat Southern Maine yesterday decisively. And of course, you look at that, because we're always projecting, okay, what's going to happen to the YSCC? And, SM's always been a really tough, game. The Mustangs have won those games over the course of the last 8 years or so, almost since we've been covering them. I don't know that the Seawolves have beat the Mustangs, so you go, oh, okay.
The Seawolves women's team has a new head coach this year.
That's right, yeah.
Rachel Burns, who was a basketball star in the sense at UMaine, but she had multiple knee operations, kept coming back. One of Gorham High School's best overall athletes. So she's assisted at USM the last few years, now head coach, replacing Katie Bergeron-Stenard, who I found out is coaching high school this year, Falmouth girls team.
Oh, terrific, yeah, that's a great program, usually Falmouth High School.
E.J. Pemberton at the line.
And she's got a young family, so
Yes.
you have different considerations once you have kids.
That one's in and out. Rebound by Barrow. So it'll be interesting to follow Fort Kent, how they do. We see them today. And again, they're going to Mid-State New York for 3 games or so. Down the lane, Pemberton doesn't stay down. Underneath, Pemberton Moore got the offensive putback.
Well, we will see UMaine Fort Kent play at UMA. I don't know when that is on the schedule, but they will visit the Augusta Civic Center for that game.
It's interesting if you follow any sport, whether you're watching or coaching or broadcasting, and say, wow, I'm really impressed about a team, or you're not so impressed. And as you go forward sometimes, you may change your mind.
Yeah.
Or, hey, I thought they were really good. They've lost 5 in a row. This other team we didn't think was that good, and they're on a winning streak. And nothing to do with the opponents. They just turned it around. Here's a floating shot. Good, excellent play by Riley Bowen.
Yeah, Riley, I mentioned him in the first half. Riley's going to earn some more minutes, I think.
Santhosh Ramachandran is 13 in the game. Creech, contact outside, we play on. Three-pointer, bang, how many times? Kenye Oboro. 95-76, steal by Creech. Behind his back, deflected out by the Mustangs.
Yeah, Creech looking for a little dipsy-do there.
In the game, Aiden Jefferson for CM, sophomore from Buckfield, Maine. The Bucks of Buckfield High School. Get a scrum underneath. And another technical foul. Another technical foul on the Bengals with 40 seconds to go.
So the offensive foul call first, and then the scrum. We'll see. So double technicals, and officials going over that. Let's.
Yep. Pemberton on the CM side and Barrow on the Bengals side. Coach John Mandeville really staying calm, asking the bench to stay calm.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. You just want to play through this.
Pearson with the ball to Bowen, returns it to Pemberton. Out of the corner, Jefferson for the three, no good. And rebound lost out by Central Maine. Walking the ball up, there's a shot clock is off. Kasua Sasaki. And the women's team of the Bengals to our right, cheering the men's effort here. And that will do it. UMaine Fort Kent 95, Central Maine 76. Going to take a break? We're going right to stats?
We'll go right there. I've got to go to hockey. We got E.J. Pemberton will be our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. I think when Jim gives you the stats, you'll see why.
Okay. Team stats first. Fort Kent shot 46% from the floor. Central Maine 41%. The ball was in the air for sure. 3-point attempts, 16 out of 41 for the Bengals. 7 out of 18 Mustangs. Foul shooting, Fort Kent 7 out of 14. Central Maine 17 out of 23. Turnovers 14 Central Maine, 10 Fort Kent. Rebound edge to Fort Kent 37-35. Individually for the Bengals, Jordan Guerrero 19 points. 16 points for A.J. Creech. Maxim Vucevic 15. 13 points, Aiden Grady, also had 5 boards. Tariq Islamovic, 11 points. Kenye Obora, 9. 6 points for Suleiman Barrow. Nick Gravely, 2. Kasua Sasaki had 2 points, 7 assists. We should say Barrow also had 10 rebounds. For the Mustangs, Wyatt Hathaway, 13 points. He was a perfect 5 for 5 at the foul line. E.J. Pemberton, 12 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. J.T. Pound, 12 points, 4 rebounds. 10 points also for Caden Moore. Will Duke had 8 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Isaac Irwin had some nice minutes off the bench, 6 points. Rocco Chang, 5. Vaughn Jonas, also 5. Alex Brigitte, 3. Riley Bowen, 2. Also seeing action, Aiden Jefferson, James Pearson, Ben Francis. So again, it's a split here on the day. Central Maine women winning 92-77. The Fort Kent men win our nightcap 95-76. As we said a number of times, we'll be back here next week, Tuesday and Thursday, 6 o'clock starts. Single game for the men against Great Bay and New Hampshire Tech. Rob, a busy weekend. Good luck down at hockey, and take a break tomorrow.
Great, Jim. We'll see you up here Tuesday night.
All right, so Jim Toomey signing off for our executive producer, Rob Munzing, our camera crew, Chris Needaway, Ashley Persong. A lot of help here at the table from the Central Maine staff. It was a great weekend of basketball. So thanks, everybody, for watching wherever you may be. Until the next time on Munzing Media, I'm Jim Toomey. Take care, everybody.